Hello Libra, it's your turn for your reading. This is kind of a timeless reading because we are already in your season, so I wish you guys well and a happy birthday. Right away I felt a lot of pain in your reading. I already felt, a lot of things when dealing with the things that you've chose to do, the things in the past is coming up for me, and a lot of decisions. So this is pretty much timeless. It could apply to right now, or it could apply to something that you've gone through. So this is about love and relationship. So I do feel like for the first card coming up, Libra, you have a lot of strength behind you. You have a lot of guidance from the universe, a lot of things to go forward on, things that you want to speak about, the truth of something that's maybe hidden. I do feel like there's a lot of loyalty, so there's a lot of family, there's a lot of bliss moments, but I feel like you've walked away from something that tremendously brought in a lot of change and pain in a love dynamic. There could be some guilt you're dealing with, there could be past lovers and situations that you're still dealing with in concordance to what's happening right now. I do feel like you are starting to feel better, but there's a lot of questions behind what is coming in for you. A lot of stability, a lot of strength behind a new beginning. Maybe you're starting over in a situation. There's a lot of pain you're dealing with, but I feel like you're receiving a blessing in disguise through all this. Maybe toxicities in a family dynamic, maybe something that you did personally or someone else did, and you're having to deal with the consequences of it. You're starting to deal with maybe the actions of what you did, someone else did, but I do feel like there's a lot of pain. Alright, so if you're single, Libra, you have the Wheel of Fortune. So I do feel like if you're searching for someone, they are coming. You're getting a lot of balance and justice out of something, have a lot of strength. So things are bringing you both together. I do feel like a lot of love is coming to you. I do feel like some karma. I'm not big on karma, but I feel like things are balancing out and justly coming to where you need to balance them out. Alright, for those in a relationship, sorry, I'm going a little fast, trying to slow down. You have the Sun card. You're pretty happy. You're pretty stable. You're pretty solid. I do feel like you're regaining your power. We are in your season. Maybe there's some hesitation moving in a new direction. It could be job, career, finances, something when it comes to love to balance something out. But I do feel like for the most part there's a lot of giving and receiving here. And possibly new situation, new relationship, or new dynamic in the relationship that things are starting to be more happy, where you are feeling empowered. Maybe this person could be a Pisces too, or an Aries. They're balancing you out and giving you the love you need. Alright, so in the past you have the Rest card, the Two of Vessels, Heron, and so I do feel like there was something injustice that happened. There was something in the past in concordance to love and connections. I do feel like this is a very transformative time, or was. Maybe there was a disconnect in something that happened in the relationship, or something that happened with you personally that brought in a lot of change. And I do feel like there is an ending to this cycle, and I do feel like something's beginning. So you're walking away from something, starting something new. It doesn't have to be with a person, but I do feel like there's a need to look at the situation from a higher perspective. There's a need to maybe distance yourself from this person or this connection. Maybe it was toxic. Maybe there was not a love that you desired of them, but there's a lot of changes, like maybe unrequited love. But I do feel like you're moving forward. You're looking at things more clearly. These were in reverse, but I do feel like it's a need to look at them clearly. This past connection, maybe in some way they are past twin flame, past connection you had with someone. And I feel like there needs to be a distance between this person because I feel like there's a lot of pain. There's a lot of transformative energy that maybe is not going where it needs to be, but it needs to. So I do feel like change for you, Libra, is coming. Whether you're ready or not for it, I do feel like a lot of change is happening. Maybe you have to reassess the problems in the past. Try to do the best you can with it, because I do feel like, as having a moon in Libra, a lot of painful situations have been happening with us Libras, even Libra moon for me. And we're not ready for these changes, but in some way we created our own mess. And I do feel like things, as long as you're trying to do the best you can in a situation, and as long as you're making the changes that need to be made, I do feel like the past is going to take care of itself. And I do feel like, in concordance to relationship, we can make a lot of in and out choices. We can always feel like we're balancing maybe two people, two situations, and there's not a lot of love to give. But I do feel like, in regards to your situation, Libra, if this resonates, there's a lot of hard truths that sometimes we don't want to admit it, but we do make a lot of mistakes, and there's no turning back at this point. I just feel like it's about initially recognizing we were in a low place. We were in a place where we may have not been selfish with or without our partner, but I feel like there's a need to look at things and realize that there are consequences to our actions. There are consequences to what we do. And to me, maybe you've done things in the past, or maybe someone's done something to you, and now you're having to heal from it. You're having to look at it head on and realize that you may have made mistakes, they may have made mistakes, but the best thing you can do in this situation is be truthful with yourself, be honest with yourself, and move on. Because I feel like the more we stuck in this negative energy, and I feel like we're dealing with a lot of guilt for things we did, or maybe crimes that we've done, or things that feel like got out of hand. Don't blame yourself for what you did, whether that was someone did something to you that was injustice, or you did something that probably you regret. And you kind of do regret things. I do feel like we're all humans. We all make mistakes, but there's no excuse for our actions. I know I've made a lot of mistakes here recently in my past. It doesn't help either. But I feel like we can't treat ourselves like we didn't feel things. And I know, as women and men, we can get all in our emotions about things, whether it's right or wrong. And then when we end up doing what we do, we have to face it. We have to face our music. So that's probably what I'm going to title this reading. I know it wasn't too long, but I just want to say everything's going to be okay. I do feel like everything's going to be okay, even though right now I'm going through a lot. I recently found out I'm pregnant, and there's a lot of things I'm dealing with because of that. But you just got to take one step at a time, and life can hurt sometimes. And I do feel like, yes, we make mistakes. Yes, there's a lot of injustice that's happened. Maybe we have to deal with our own pains that we caused other people in some way, or we're seeing people hurt in some way, and it's just, there's nothing we can do at this time but to move forward. So, yeah, we gotta face our music. We gotta realize where we've done wrong and make things right from this point. Nothing's gonna be easy, especially when we take a risk on something that maybe probably shouldn't even invest it in time. But it is what it is, and I'm not justifying or making it sound like your situation wasn't as bad as my situation, or neither. I just realize, it is what it is, and I think it's about being honest with ourselves. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great birthday this month, and I hope the reading helped you in any way. Bye-bye.